before we crack into the dyno results, what we changed, what we tested, and where to next, we'll start off with the why, or the problem. So I'm making these engines for Tim at Hustler Minibikes. This is the second one of these I made, and this is the production version. So there was the prototype, and this is the production engine. Now, the problem. This is an untested engine. I don't have any way of placing these under load and doing any meaningful reliability testing. So my solution was to purchase a cheap go-kart. So I decided I'll buy this go-kart. So I found out this was a Kiwi kart made by none other than Graham Voss of Kiwi Kart. And fortunately for me, Graham is about 5 minutes from my front door. So I drove to Graham's and bought an engine mount. Once I had this engine mount in hand, we started chit-chatting about small engine dynos. And he just mentioned, go and see a dude named Todd at PN Automotive. And from there I went home and started fitting the engine in the cart. I got it to the point where I had the engine mounted and ready to roll. I tested the brakes, gave them a big hard push, and they locked solid. So the brake pistons were seized. I decided to pull the pistons out, and it was about then I thought, this is a pretty big job. I still had a lot of hoops to jump through, like getting a practice license, sorting out some bumpers for the cart, and getting it track ready. Instead, I drove down to PN Automotive the next day. I ended up speaking with Todd, the owner, and he is awesome, really receptive, genuinely interested in what I'm doing, and he said, yeah, we'll run it up. So over the next couple of weeks, I popped in a couple of times and got all the measurements for the engine offset to line the pulleys up on the dyno. Todd gave me a clutch to place on the engine so we can run it with the belt drive to the roller. Told me where to put the pyros in the exhaust. So once all the prep was done, the O2 sensor was hooked up, the pyros, the engine offset was sorted, there was a collector, it was time for the run. After a bit of a warm-up and some calibration, we got into testing. Now, the first run was utterly disappointing. It made somewhere around 5 horsepower. This was with a collector revving to 4,000 RPM. I decided to set a hard line for those first runs to keep everything nice and reliable. Once we had completed the early runs at 4,000 RPM, we tried removing the 2 exhaust stubs, separating them, and running them outside of the collector. So essentially a 2-into-2 exhaust system. We got the engine up to 7.5 horsepower. So I was pretty happy, but I really wanted to crack that 8 horsepower. So we tried different carbs, different jets, genuine Briggs carbs instead of my AliExpress specials, and they helped a little. We got a little more power, but we were still 7.8 horsepower, you know. We weren't quite cracking that 8 horsepower. We tested out some larger diameter exhausts, so I quickly fabricated some 25mm OD exhausts, and we lost power across the entire rev range. So we went back to the 22mm OD exhausts and back to the original carbs, and we just set the red line slightly higher at 4,450 RPM. And then we went for it. We got the engine up to operating temperature on that lower end, so it wasn't too hot to make peak power, and we went for the run, and the engine achieved over 8 horsepower and a dead flat 14 newton meters of torque. So this engine makes 14 newton meters of torque essentially off idle, which is an awesome result. So this is essentially just the start point for this engine in its development. There will be bigger, badder versions with 250cc plus capacities, larger bores. The other thing we can do is attach a lightweight flywheel, so I will be trying that in the near future, and we will be revving this engine all the way to 10,000 RPM. Well, if it gets there. Tim has also expressed an interest in possibly supercharging or adding some sort of forced induction to these motors, so that's also something we might look at. But for now, I'm very pleased with the result, and I have no doubt if we revved this past 6,000 RPM, we would just keep making power. As when you look at the dyno graph, the power's just on the up, but the only thing stopping it is me.